Yo, what up? So we're back at it again with part 2 of this video. Alright, so in the first part I handled the P0350, which was the primary ignition coil signal. That was the number 2 coil needed to replace because it had a short internally, so that handled that. Right, so now I'm going to go after this P0021, which is the inlet valve timing control on bank 2, right? So we're going to start this vehicle up, pop the hood, and we're going to go under and see if we can diagnose this vehicle, right? So this is a V6, right? So the front bank, which is cylinder 2, 4, and 6, is to the front, and 1, 3, and 5 is to the rear, right? So I like to pull up the live data and check the degrees and also the percentage of bank 1 and compare it to bank 2. Whatever is happening on bank 1 is happening on bank 2. You know, I kind of use that as a reference, to be honest, where I check the solenoid in bank 1 and compare it to bank 2 by using live data, or even like, you know, to see if it's an electrical problem or is this a harness issue where the connector is bad, you know, brittle, or they use the wrong jack. Like in my last video, they used the wrong jack and it wasn't making contact on that solenoid, right? So as you see, I'm getting a P0021 and it tells me bang 2, right? So as I said, the first thing I like to do is just look at the live data and pull up anything that have to do with the solenoid, where I can just have a baseline to do a comparison to bank 1, and yeah, that's it. I mean, you're not gonna get the degrees and all that, you know, the same, because remember, they'll be doing different things at different times, right? But I mean, it's still supposed to be like 0% because I'm right now idling. So as I said, I'm gonna just check the connector, do a little wiggle test, see if it, you know, pulls out, if it comes out, or if it's making proper connection. If it's not, we gotta change the connector. Next, I also like to check the oil condition, see if it's in good condition. If it's not, then I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna change the oil before I replace the part, because if the oil is like slush and gummy and stuff like that, it could cause the solenoid to stick. And then next I'm going to do is check my power and grounds going into this, because if the ECU is not doing what it's supposed to do, the solenoid definitely would. And also by me doing this, I'm checking to see if the harness is good, right? And I'm going to just make sure I'm getting 12 volts coming off of each pin, right? On pin 1 and pin 2, I'm supposed to see 12 volts, and what the ECU would do will ground one of the pins, right, to cause it to the solenoid to activate, right? I'm going to check the resistance of the coil. Remember, there's an actuator, so you have a coil, a solenoid, sorry. You have a coil in that solenoid, right? So a coil of wire. So I'm going to just do an ohm test and see if it's telling me, you know, the bad to the good, if it's in range. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, I just do it just to make sure. You never know, you might see an open or OL on it one day, and it might be saying that it's out of limit, right? So, but in this case I'm seeing 9.41, which I'm not sure if it is good or bad, but I'm just going to compare it to the new one that the client purchased, or new used one that we refrain from, you know, make sure it's within specs. And this one is around, let's see, hold on real quick, it's kind of small pins to figure out. It's around the same ohms, so that didn't help or tell me anything different, right? Let's say it's good, so I'm going to just pop this out, replace it with the one that was purchased. Alright, so with the control valve replaced, right now I'm gonna just redo my checks, you dig, make sure that, you know, the solenoid is working. As I said, it's a used one, so I'm not sure if it's good, right? But I'm just gonna see if it's working by cycling the key off and on for a bit, and also I'm gonna pull the same pins back up and see if it makes a difference. And basically is around the same values. I mean, probably like a 2 or 3 degree less, but I'm not sure if that's correct either, right? But I believe it is fixed because, I mean, my scan tool said that. But no, I mean, I'm gonna let the customer, you know, drive around for a while and see if the light come back on. If it doesn't come back on, then I believe this is a fix, right? Because I did all my checks. I make sure the ECU is doing what it's supposed to. I make sure that I had good pin fitment. I also noticed that the harness was intact. Everything is good. But so far it looks like it works, right? So, you know, I believe that is a fix, right? So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. If you haven't hit that notification bell, please do. You know, thanks for all the guys who support the channel, and ladies, you know, I appreciate that. Just trying to do my best, man, out here, and thanks for all the help, right? So until next time, take it easy, and I believe this is a fix.